Hey guys, what's going on? So today I'm back with my old v modern series, and I'm just in an Acura RSX, I think Type S or something, and I'll be doing obviously a few runs up. The first run turned out to be quite good. The second one turned out to be very good, and also I've got another vehicle in the second part of the video, so stick around for that. And well, if you see me in neutral right now, it's because I'm using a TH8A shifter. Amazing, that's all I can say. Absolutely amazing. There's no tacky. The only thing is, well, it sounds a bit weird, but when you shift from third to fourth and the shift isn't the knob isn't screwed on properly, it will click. But so we've started. Yeah, well, I'm using my wheel like the first Jaguar episode, the first episode with the Jaguar E-Type, the S1, not class S1. It's completely stock. The Jaguar is completely stock. These cars are as well. There's no upgrades been made to them, and this will obviously turn into a little series, as I mentioned probably in the last episode. But I won't be quitting the drift zone at all. But one thing I will say, and I've probably said it a few times, is feel free to abuse my shifting. I'm new to the whole shifter game, so if I way over rev the engines or scream the engines as it's called, I'm sorry, but I'm new to the shifter game. I'm completely new. I got it last Tuesday. It's very, very new. So we're just coming up on a minute now. As I said, you know, this car is completely stock. The Jaguar is completely stock, but I won't be cutting the drift zone because the Jaguar didn't quit the drift zone. Sorry, and it makes the cars ghost out, and I want that. Bit of poor driving there. So just coming up. 450 meters, 400 meters, very close to the end now. About to finish, but what I've got to do is get past that big orange event to finish, and just mind the other drivers. They're not really doing anything, so I'm stopping the timer now. That run was a 2 minutes and 8, so I'm just getting up the memos to write it down. So 2 minutes 8, Acura run 1, Acura run 2. I mistook for where the slow down sign was. I thought it was back here, but then I realised it is up where that guy is. So writing down Acura run 2. It's in first. Ignore that guy in the guy next to me. I forgot what the name of it is. Just ignore him, and then, as I said, ignore any other drivers. So Acura run 2. Then I've already decided my other vehicle, so I'll be writing that down as well. So run 1, run 2, get that written down. So into first. Should be going any minute now, but as the last one was, this is a voiceover. So. And I'm using my shift and not my paddles as I was using it in the Jaguar, so maybe a bit slow, but 3, 2, 1, go. Overall, I don't think the runs were too bad, to be honest, with the shifting or anything like that. It's pretty bad in the second half of the video. But, well, that's just how it is, really. But if you notice a little bit of a jump, I had to do this in 2 separate parts, so took me about half an hour to do this. So please if it's not about the shifting, please don't put any other abusive comments. I will take all comments about the shifting. I admit it's terrible. I would say something else, but I'm not going to. And shifting is absolutely terrible, and I will accept that. I will accept that. So, but if you're going to put any other harsh comments like disliking and just generally insult me, other than shifting, I will just block the comment or delete it. So, I've noticed I can shift faster than the guy's hand can go down to supposedly move the gear stick, but he doesn't actually move it. He just goes down and basically touches the gear stick. But I am British, as you may be able to tell. So I've got the shifter on my left hand side, so I'm using my left hand to shift. And I've had a few of my family members have a go at this with just using the paddles, and then I've just automatic. This is very easy. Just using the paddles and then just using the shift, and they said the shift is by far the hardest because you've got to constantly manage the shifting. So as soon as you set off, you basically, I've been driving around the Mercedes tank pull truck around, and as soon as you set off, you're going to want to be in second because it's such a low red line. So about to finish it now, and okay, damn it, it's beating the Jaguar by 14 seconds. It was a 2:03 run. So I'm just gonna get into my other car now. As I said, I'll probably have another time to do this. I'll definitely have time to do this. To change it into cars, filter it C-Class. That BMW looks quite nice, but then, oh, that's Civic. That's what I raced, the Jaguar. The Lotus 11 looks like it'd be really quick, but then, yeah, the Mazda looks alright. Getting that. But what I love so much is that the order the cars is free. That's so good. So just getting right. So Mazda run 1, Mazda run 2. Just aligning myself. About the same place. So 3, 2, 1. Getting the timer thing working. There we go. So we've set off. As I said, shifting will be absolutely terrible. But if you notice a slight jump at the end of this, that's because I had to do it in 2 separate parts. So all in all, this will take about forever to do. But you may notice I restart my second run. I restart my second run because I had a massive spin. This run wasn't good either because multiple downshifts that were way too late, and well, you notice I'm drifting quite a bit. That's because this, that's because this Mazda is rear-wheel drive and it's got quite a bit of power. Next time I was thinking of going and buying a few C-Class cars before it, because I don't have many. I've only got about 10 or 11. So I'll go into it because I've got 4 or 5 million. I'll go into it and then buy tons of C-Class cars. Because I need them. I haven't got very many, and a few I've already used. So on my memo sheet, I can see the ones that on the notes here. I can see the ones that I've already done. I can see the vehicles I've already done. So then I won't do them again. But as I said, like, if you unscrew the knob slightly, that's this kind of sound you hear, and that's why I shifted into fourth a little bit. But because this is voiceover, it didn't do anything to the bit. That's why you saw it go from third to fourth momentarily. So nearing the end now, run number 1. Yes, continuing run number 1. Very, very close to finishing it. This is now the second part, so you might notice a slight little cut or jump. But because I'm doing this in the editor, I am doing a voiceover. So Mazda Run 1 at 2 minutes 33 seconds. That's shocking. Thankfully, run number 2 is slightly better because we've got a gravity on our side and we're going downhill, so it should be, well, it should be quicker by the laws of the law on the world and the laws of gravity. It should be quicker, and it is quicker. Because I'm not letting that poor little Mazda lose by, well, not letting the Mazda lose by over 16 seconds. I didn't get the exact number, I'm just saying that the Jag was 217, that was the downhill run. The Acura Run 1, there was the uphill, it was 208. The Acura downhill run was 203. The Mazda Run 1, which is the uphill you just seen, was 2 minutes 33. So again, I haven't gone to like 2 minutes 33.548 or something. It's just 2 minutes 33. I'm not. This, you know, is where I have a massive spin. I decide to keep going a little bit and then just go, no, I'm giving up. That's why I stopped right there and get right. No, I'm not giving. I'm not. You can't say giving up, but I'm fast traveling back to the start point. So I restarted my timer completely. Otherwise, if I didn't restart it, like a 3-minute long lap. One thing Forza needs to do, and other games can do pretty easily, is there's only 90 degrees each way of steering, which I hate. Personally, I hate. But let's go. That was perfectly timed then. So this is the second run, and it was a lot better. Although technically it's the third run, but I restarted the second run because I just made a massive mistake. I span out just right around here, just went into way too quickly, and or just span out. So you know, I'll try and refrain from using front-wheel drive cars because they clearly seem to just easily beat the rear-wheel drive cars. But because, you know, the Acura around about the less power actually. It's about 80 less horsepower, and it weighs a lot more. But it's front-wheel drive, so it's obviously got quite a lot more grip. And it won't slide around so much. That's why it beats the old Jaguar by 14 seconds. But one thing it doesn't have is that beautiful, beautiful sound. If you go back to the last episode, I say how, you know, amazing the Jaguar sounds. But if the engine sound keeps getting stuck, that's not me, that's not the recording, it's not the video, don't worry about that. You haven't paused it or anything. Video isn't lagging, it's Forza. It does it occasionally when you shift down. I can't speak today. When you shift down, it occasionally keeps the engine sound at what it was previously. Also, like if you're decelerating or braking, and you're like 7,000 RPM, and you're braking quickly, it will keep it sometimes at that. So we are finished. Oh god, that was close. Did a 2 minutes 18, and the Jaguar did 2 minutes 17. So hope you guys have a great rest of the day and a great rest of the week, and it'll be a classic peace out from me. Goodbye.